Sun bleeds over the horizon, new day, a new ride. For the Amigos del Camino, every sunrise is a promise of asphalt and wind, 3 clubs, 3 brotherhoods, bound by the open road and the roar of engines. Los Cuervos, the crows, masters of the mountain passes. Their jackets, black as night, adorned with the emblem of a crow in flight. Las Serpientes, the serpents, ruled the desert highways. Their colors, a blazing sun setting over a winding road. A rattlesnake, coiled and ready, emblazoned on their backs. Los Lobos, the wolves, roamed the coast. Leathers worn and weathered like the cliffs they called home. A howling wolf, silhouetted against a full moon, their emblem of unity. Together they were Amigos del Camino, friends of the road, bound by something more profound than blood, bound by the road itself. Leather creaked. Boots thumped on the worn wooden floor of the roadside diner, the air, thick with the smell of coffee and anticipation. Miguel, president of Los Cuervos, ran a hand over his shaved head. His eyes, dark and intense, scanned the room. A silver skull dangled from his ear, a constant reminder of life's fragility. Esmeralda, a serpent, leaned against the bar. Her laughter, a melody as she traded jokes with a group of crows. Her leather jacket, open, revealed a serpent tattoo winding its way around her arm, scales glinting in the dim light. Marco, a lobo, nursed a cup of coffee. His beard, thick and graying, a testament to miles logged and stories told. He traced a finger over the wolf's head etched on his jacket. Each line, a memory, each scar, a badge of honor. They were a tapestry of ink and leather, stories etched onto their bodies, narratives of journeys taken and bonds forged. Each tattoo a symbol of their commitment. To the road, to their clubs, to each other. Maria, a crow, adjusted her helmet, her jet black hair escaping in rebellious strands. A phoenix, wings spread wide, adorned her back, a symbol of resilience and rebirth. She lived for the ride, the wind whispering tales of freedom in her ear. Javier, a serpent, checked his bike chain, his movements precise and practiced. A skull with a rose in its teeth was inked on his forearm, a reminder of life's fleeting beauty. He found solace in the hum of his engine, the rhythm of the road his constant companion. For them, the world outside their brotherhood was a distant hum. Here, in the roar of engines and the embrace of the open road, they found their truth, their family. Engines roared, shattering the morning quiet. The bikes, gleaming chrome and steel, vibrated with a life of their own. Each machine, an extension of its rider, a reflection of their soul. The Amigos del Camino fell into formation, a symphony of roaring engines and spinning wheels. The road stretched before them, a ribbon of asphalt beckoning them forward. The weight of the world, the worries and anxieties, seemed to melt away with each mile. The wind whipped at their faces, carrying away their troubles, and leaving only the pure joy of the ride. They rode as one, a pack of wolves on steel steeds. The road was their sanctuary, their escape, their connection to something larger than themselves. Section 5. Camaraderie forged in chrome and fire. They rode for hours, the sun beating down on their backs. The air shimmered above the asphalt, creating mirages of shimmering lakes and distant cities. But the heat didn't matter. Neither did the miles. They were home, wherever the road took them. They stopped at dusty roadside diners, sharing stories and laughter over greasy burgers and lukewarm coffee. Each stop, a chance to connect, to reaffirm the bond that held them together. At night, they camped under the vast expanse of the star-filled sky. The crackling fire a comforting presence as they shared stories of rides past and dreams of journeys yet to come. They were a family, bound by asphalt and brotherhood, a family built on trust, loyalty, and a shared passion for the open road. Section 6. Respect earned, never demanded. They weren't saints. They lived by their own code, a code of honor and respect, forged in the fires of shared experience. They protected their own, cared for their communities, and never backed down from a challenge. In a world that often seemed cold and unforgiving, they found warmth in their shared passion. They were a beacon of strength and solidarity, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there was still beauty to be found in the company of kindred spirits. They understood the language of the road, the unspoken rules that governed their world. They knew that freedom wasn't free, that it came at a price, and they were willing to pay it. They were the Amigos del Camino, and they lived by their own rules. Section 7. Guardians of their own code. The road was their lifeblood, but it was also a dangerous mistress. They had seen their share of hardship, loss, and betrayal. But through it all, their bond had only grown stronger. They looked out for one another, offering support and guidance when needed. They knew the importance of having each other's backs, on the road and off. Their brotherhood wasn't about territory or dominance. It was about something much deeper. It was about finding your tribe, your people, in a world that often felt isolating and vast. They were a reminder that even in the face of adversity, humanity and compassion could still prevail. Section 8. Freedom's embrace. The open road was their canvas, and they were the artists, painting their stories with every mile traveled. They embraced the unknown, the unexpected detours that often led to the most rewarding experiences. The wind in their faces, the sun on their backs, the rumble of their engines, a symphony of freedom. They were beholden to no one, answerable only to themselves and the road that lay before them. They were modern-day nomads, their bikes, their steeds, their brotherhood, their compass. They sought adventure, lived for the moment, and found solace in the simple act of riding free. They were the Amigos del Camino, and they were free. Section 9. The road goes on forever. As the sun began its final descent, casting long shadows across the highway, the Amigos del Camino knew that their journey was far from over. The road stretched out before them, endless and full of possibilities. They had miles to cover, stories to tell, and memories to make. They were bound by the road, by their love of freedom, and by the unbreakable bond of brotherhood. They were the Amigos del Camino, and their ride would continue, forever chasing the horizon.